Good evening, everybody. Annyeong, Korea. Happy Wednesday, everybody. For those that are not watching in Korea tonight, good morning, wherever you're from, or good afternoon. For those of you that don't know, my name is Flower. Actually La, but I go by Flower now on social media. And yeah, I am an expat in South Korea. I'm from South Africa. And yeah, I vlog in my spare time and trying to do everything. And tonight I am very excited to launch a new project on my Instagram and my Facebook accounts, which is Wonder Woman Wednesday. And this is something that I have been wanting to do for quite a while now on my social media. If you've just tuned in, hello, hi. Thanks for watching. I'm very excited tonight because tonight I am officially going to be launching this Wonder Woman Wednesday project, which is something that I hope to continue to do for the next few months or even years to come. And it's basically, I want to be empowering and promoting amazing women that I've met through social media and that I just know in my life. And tonight I'm really excited to introduce to you all an amazing lady, expat in South Korea, um, who is really doing amazing things for the community. She, like me, shares a passion for mental health in Korea. For those of you that don't know, mental health and the stigma in Korea towards mental health is really quite severe. It's the most of it, it's the country that has the highest suicide rate out of all the developed countries. So yeah, like her, yeah, we both share a desire to truly try and break down these barriers that exist in Korea, and to also just create a sense of community in Korea, which a lot of the time we feel is lost. So yeah, before I get too carried away, I'm going to invite her in soon to the broadcast. If you are watching tonight, yeah, please feel free to comment if you have any questions. We are going to be talking about mental health and a few other issues as well. So yeah, your engagement and your questions are so important to us. Yeah, if we can't answer all your questions, yeah, please just leave them below and we will get back to you after the live. Also, if you are somebody who's watching this and you are currently going through, whatever mental struggle it is, or you have friends that are going through a hard time, especially in Korea, yeah, please invite them to watch the video. It is public for the whole world to see. I'm an open book, and so is Sarah, as you will very soon find out. Yeah, her and I seem to have very similar personalities when it comes to how we use our social media, which is very much just sharing every aspect of our life. So yeah, okay, so let's see if we can bring her in now. Okay, there she is. Cool. This might take a little bit of time, everybody, so please just hopefully nothing goes wrong. But yeah, just bear with us. Even though we have 5G in Korea, sometimes. And there she is. Hello. Yay, it worked. We
Yay!
also we also half an hour late. Apologies to everybody who's been waiting for us since 8:30. My bad. I was busy finishing dinner. But anyway, yay. It's working. Cool.
Yay!
Yay. So thank you so much, Sarah, for finding the time to do this. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you.
No, I think the whole world and definitely the whole of Korea needs to know about your plans and what you've got going. So
Yeah. It's
so
a
yeah,
life.
I'm honored to have you as my first Wonder Woman Wednesday feature.
Yes,
Okay,
I love
so
Wonder Woman. I should have worn my Wonder Woman shirt. Darn.
well, you have one. Yeah, no, that movie literally inspired me, I think, to like create this whole project. So
Great,
so yeah.
great.
So Sarah, let's start with can you give us a bit of background about you, a little bit about your story before we get into the actual, your actual project and vision.
Yeah, the super short Cliff Notes version. Um,
Sure, that's good.
I I come from a large family, grew up in Southern California, which is in America for any of the worldwide people. Um,
Yes,
and I did everything out of order. I got married, I got divorced, then I met someone else, and I had a
right.
baby, and we never got married. And then I went through the two times of depression, one when I was in high school, which I think everyone goes through in high school, that
Right.
awkward phase. And then
Yeah, sure.
again in my beginning of my 30s, after my daughter's father left, and I
Okay.
just hit rock bottom because my whole life was to take care of him, and I didn't know who I was.
Right.
I'd lost who I was. So I hit rock bottom. If it had not been for my daughter, I would have committed suicide. And then I
Wow.
decided, yeah, then I decided, okay, I'm done. And I started recovery and just working on myself. And then once I kind of had a breakthrough, I found out about suicide in Korea, the rate, like you said earlier, being #1 in the developed world. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, something's got to change. So I came here. So,
You just came here. You were like, okay, I'm gonna go to Korea because they need me, and you're here. That's
yeah, pretty
amazing.
much, pretty
That is
much.
amazing. That's incredible because not many, I mean, I know people just find it hard to like leave a solid job that they've been at to change to like, break the commitment and find a new job. But you like left your job, packed up your life, and you're just like, I'm gonna go to Korea. And did you have
Yeah.
a plan when you first moved here? Like, I mean,
Um,
housing and like everything.
yes and no. There were a lot of things that I had attempted to plan before coming.
Yes.
Some of which happened. You know, I did have a place to stay when I first got here.
Right.
But as far as like my daughter's school, that wasn't figured out. I did have a good church community here, which helped a lot with just having community. But other than that, a lot of the stuff that I knew I wanted to start couldn't really start and plan until I was here. It was like you
Right.
can do so much planning, but I mean, you can have all your ingredients for chocolate chip cookies, but until you're actually
Right.
in front of them and mixing them together, you're not going to get anywhere.
Sure. Right. No, I totally feel you. Okay. So now here you are. And yeah, so let's talk a bit about this project that, I've seen on Facebook and 3 seconds of hope, which is your baby and your vision. And yeah, can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, so 3 Seconds of Hope it kind of has two goals. One is to raise mental health and awareness and, depression, suicide, all the things in Korea,
Yeah.
but also eventually worldwide. And then second is to also be an umbrella for people like yourself or other organizations or ministries who are trying to help Korea in some way or just involved in Korea.
Right.
I kind of want to be an umbrella where people can come once things grow, come to the website. They're
Yeah.
say they're coming for 2 weeks for vacation, and they want to do some community service or they want to volunteer somewhere. I want there to be like a one-stop place to find those. So
They can call me. Cool. Okay. Awesome.
yeah,
Right, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and I think we really need more of that. And yeah, we're definitely on the same page with that. Like just I feel like, there's so many expats in Korea, and even just the locals, like we really need to try and create like a stronger community between all of us instead of just like living our lives
yeah,
and feeling depressed about them at the same time. So
yeah. I found a lot of, when I first got here, it was everyone's like, oh, you should meet this person, you should meet that person. And if I didn't, if I wasn't so social, I would have never found these people.
right,
So especially if you're going to be here for a short time, you don't want to spend 2 months trying
right.
to figure out, where to help. So yeah.
Of course, yeah. No, sure. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay, and then can you speak a little bit about the mental health side because that's actually
Mm.
mainly, what we want to talk about tonight. And as you and I have both said, for those people that don't know, Korea has a really bad mental health stigma. And myself, I've gone through like my own mental health issues here. I'm sure, you know people and
Yeah.
you face them as well. So could you tell us a bit about that side of the project?
Yeah, so the biggest thing in Korea is that you can't talk about it. It's
Yes.
um the one positive side about being non-Asian in any way, shape, or form is everyone approaches you because they're curious.
Yeah.
Oh, why are you in
Right.
Korea? Yeah,
Yeah.
why are you in Korea? And of course
Yeah.
they always assume you're here to teach English. And I'm like,
Right.
believe me, you don't want me teaching you English. Like so So it opens up at least the conversation to be like, oh, I'm here for suicide prevention, and they're like, at first they're kind of like, oh, okay,
Positive.
but then
Right.
they're kind of like, wait, okay, and they start talking about it. So it's it's I have an advantage because I'm not Korean. So,
Yes.
because I can talk about it without people being like, "Oh, that's not our culture." But we all go through it. We all feel alone. We all have those moments where
Yeah.
we think we're the only ones dealing with something. And if you don't have
But
someone
I'm really not.
speaking, yeah, if you don't have someone speaking into your life saying, "Hey, I've been there," then
Yeah.
it keeps spiraling. And because
Yeah.
of the hierarchy in the culture, there's not a lot of back and forth conversation. Like, I mean,
Right.
the first the first thing you're asked is how old are you? So they
Yes.
know
And
if
are
you
you
should tell me,
married?
yeah, and it's like in your status doesn't matter. Your status
Yeah.
doesn't matter. And when so a lot of time, I'll ask when I'm talking to people, "Oh, what are you interested in?" And they're always really thrown off because they're so
Yeah.
programmed in the what's, your status and your age,
Age.
and
Yeah.
they don't know who they are. Like you ask them a simple question, "What's your favorite color?" and they're like stumped because they've
Yeah.
never
But
thought
but they
about
can
their
tell
own.
you like the correct grammar sentence in English. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just to
Okay.
open the conversation and make it okay to talk about it, because
Right.
when something's not talked about, it keeps growing. But once you bring it into the light, it takes the power
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So I'm
Totally.
I'm here to
Yeah.
I'm here to take the power away from suicide.
Awesome. I
Most
love it.
of the time.
This is our Wonder Woman for you right here. Yeah, I know. I mean, you're so right. And like being in what I wanted to say as well is like a lot of people watching tonight are expats in Korea,
Mhm.
and we do a very good job of like showing the very filtered, Gangnam style life of living in Korea and Seoul
Yeah.
life and that kind of thing. But yeah, like I'm really trying hard now to actually be more open about like, well, actually,
Mhm.
this is how it is being an expat in Korea. These are the
Yeah.
issues we go through. The end of the month, I've got no money. I'm eating ramen, like feeling depressed for myself, like, yeah, like it's not as glamorous as people make it out to be. And I think, yeah, like I've had so many foreign women in Korea just reaching out to me, like saying, yeah, I'm going through this or whatever. And yeah, there is this need. There is this huge, huge need, not just amongst the expats, but obviously like the
Mhm.
locals even more so because
Yeah.
at least us expats are kind of being vocal with each other and expressing how we feel
Mhm.
between each other, but the locals just really don't. You just suppress it.
Oh,
And
yeah. Yes.
yeah, so I really think like your project will do amazing things
Mhm.
in this country. It's very much on par with like yeah what I'm trying to do
Mhm.
as well. So yeah, so can you tell us how the name, can you tell us about the 3 seconds of hope? Why is it called 3 seconds of hope?
Yeah, so there's kind of two main reasons why that name came up.
Yeah.
Almost almost exactly 3 years ago now. It was
Yeah.
November. I'd been racking my brain, I was like, okay, I want to start this organization. I want a logo, but
Yes.
you can't have a logo without a name. And so
Right.
I was
Yeah.
I was driving to work one day, and all of a sudden, just like in my head, I hear 3 seconds of hope, and I'm like, what is that? And so like I pull over to the side of the road, and I
Wow.
immediately, Google search, like, because I want to see, okay, what is 3 seconds of hope? So
Yeah.
I type it in, see if there's an organization or something, and
Yeah.
there was nothing other than there's a survivor's rule of three, and
Okay.
it's kind of a military and police thing, and it talks about, like, it goes in threes. You can live, you know, I think it's 3 months without love, I think is what it says, and then
Three months
3
without love.
yeah.
That's quite a long time.
Yeah, and then,
Okay.
oh,
Go figure.
I think it's companionship. Maybe it was companionship, but then
Okay.
3 weeks without shelter, and like three
Yeah.
days without water, 3 minutes without 3 minutes without oxygen. But the very last one is you can only live 3 seconds without hope. So in other words, hope is our
Wow.
most important thing. So once you lose
That
that,
is insane.
you know, so there's that side, but then flip side,
Wow.
yeah. Flip side, there was I read this story about, I believe his name is Keith. He
Yeah.
tried to well, he attempted suicide off the San Francisco Bridge and he survived. But so
Right.
he's told his story of the few minutes before, and he said he's on the bridge, he's crying, and he was like, if just, he's crying out, just like, if in his head he's thinking, if just one person will say hi to me, then I won't
Mm.
do this. I'll know I'm not invisible, because you feel
Right.
invisible when you're in that. And so someone tapped him on the shoulder, and it was just a couple asking him to take a picture. They didn't even ask him if he was okay or anything. He took
Wow.
he took the picture, and then immediately after, when they walked off, he jumped. Um, and so, how long does it take to say hello? How are you? It takes 3 seconds. So
Right.
you don't know. You might be that 3 seconds of hope for someone else. So it's kind of
Exactly.
both sides. So
Yeah.
we need to hold on to hope, but then we also need to pass it on. We can't,
Totally.
so the give and
Yeah.
take. So that's where the name
Yeah.
comes from. So
Okay. And I mean,
yeah.
yeah, the thing is, like, well, I mean, what I've read, like I've been in situations in the last few years that I never imagined myself being in.
Mhm,
I never imagined in 1,000 years that I would have some experiences that I've had. And
mhm,
now that I've had these experiences, they've been very painful, but I'm actually really glad they happened to me because it really just makes me so much more open-minded and so much more empathetic to other people that are going through this kind of thing. And yeah, like you said, like just paying attention to someone for like 3 seconds can honestly change the whole ball game. So I think
yeah,
I think your entire name has such power,
yeah.
especially in Korea. For those that don't know, actually, the Han River, sadly, I don't think many people are aware of this. The Han River is one of the main places where people do choose to end their life in Korea. And that is one of the busiest areas in the
Hmm.
whole of Seoul, where
Yeah,
thousands of people are walking on it every day,
yeah.
couples having romantic strolls,
Hmm.
students riding their bicycles, yet we don't know those people's stories.
Yeah,
And, so I
yeah,
think it's a really powerful thing that you've created. So thank you. It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
amazing. And
Yeah, it's
okay, so how can people get involved? I'm sure like there are people watching now, and I'm sure people are going to be like, okay, well, how can we get involved with the project and that kind of
yeah.
thing? So, what are you offering? Like, how can we get involved?
There's
Sign
multiple
me
ways.
up.
That sign me up. Of course, you're my number one gal now. So we have there's there's many things I want to do, but of course it takes some
Okay.
people. It takes some people. But the
Yeah.
first thing that we already have currently going is once a week on Tuesday nights from around 7:30 to 9:30 we have what's called Hope Groups in
Awesome.
Hongdae. So we have a location
Open
there.
Hongdae. I like it.
Yeah. And
Nice.
then we have one in Ilsan, but so far I'm like pretty much the only one who's there, but it's okay. Eventually other
Yeah.
people will be there. That one's during the
Yeah.
day, so it's hard for some people,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
and we want to open more. We want to open in like Kandam and different places, but we don't have those yet. So
Okay.
um the
I'm
Hope Group.
sure. I'm sure after this live, you're gonna have hundreds of people being like, "Pick me. I'll do it." Yeah.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
friend's in Gangnam. Elena, my friend Elena, who's watching, she's in Gangnam, and I have no doubt she would love to host one of these for you.
Awesome, awesome.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm totally they're not complicated. They're very simple. They're just groups where people can come once a week and just kind of debrief,
cool.
just like
Right.
and they're confidential. Like the one big thing in Korea why a lot of people don't get help is because it goes on your record. Because if you go to a
Yes,
counselor, it gets put on your
it goes
record, and
right.
you're looked at as weak. Well, the
Yes,
one great.
God forbid you're not perfect, and God forbid you
Yeah,
actually might admit that you need some mental help. No, I know. And I mean,
yeah,
just as an expat in Korea, like I admit, like I actually do need to go see a counselor. Those that know me well know I'm like a chaotic mess, and I honestly do need to go see someone. But yeah, again, like the stigma is so terrible towards it, and as an expat, they record everything we do, man. That little ARC card of ours, that
yeah,
little ARC card, they can like hunt us down and everything. So,
yeah,
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 so for me as well.
yeah.
And
So
it's
the group,
expensive, like it's not that cheap either. So,
the
so
groups are
yeah.
free. You just come and once we get bigger, I want to. Right now, it's currently just Korean and English. But
Yes.
as we grow, I want to have language specific groups because it's
Awesome.
important to be able to share your heart in your own language.
Totally.
And
Totally.
so,
Yeah.
but so there's that, and then also there's meant, like I said, once we have people who are involved,
Right.
more involved, there's many other things we want to do. I want to do, we used to have some street teams that would go out to the bridges and just kind of say hello, hi, how are you
Yes.
doing to different people. So I want to get
Okay.
things like
Do
that
you need a
back.
hug?
Yeah, exactly. And as awkward as
That
that is
was
in
a
Korea.
campaign. Yeah, that was a campaign. I think even in Korea, it was like, "Are you okay?" That
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, something like that.
yeah, so there's many things, and then also as far as with the hope groups, um, that's like a group of people, but if someone wants to meet more one-on-one, I do that. I've done it via text messaging on Messenger, or phone
Okay,
calls or meetups, things like that. So,
okay, cool,
it's very, very open. And then I'm working on a, a workbook that kind of helps
cool.
you get to the basics of who you are, because we get so lost, and there's
Yeah,
something happens and the same thing happens to another person, but it affects us way more. Why does it affect me more than it affects someone else? So the book is
I
about all that.
wow, yeah. That
Yeah.
that is actually something I've been wondering within myself. Like I find
Mhm.
myself having breakdowns. I read a news article about like an abused child, and I just like
Mhm.
it eats
Yeah.
me up, and I'm just like I
Yeah.
can't control myself. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely want a signed copy of your book, please, when that
Oh,
comes
once
out.
it's finished, it's in the works. It's in the works.
Okay. Will it be released in Korea?
Oh yeah, when it's I'm currently drafting it, and then I'm gonna have a friend help me translate it into Korean. So it's gonna be Korean English together. So
Amazing. And that's
yeah,
so needed. I think
yeah.
you'll probably be the first person in Korea to create a book like a help book on mental health, and you'll probably be able to retire after it becomes like #1 in Kyoto, which will probably happen. I'll make sure it does. I'll promote it for you.
I'm not trying to make a name for me. I'm just trying to help one person at a time.
But that's how it starts, like, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That is an amazing project. That's awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
so when is the first meetup? Because I'm desperate to come and talk about my feelings and emotions. God bless and help everybody who has to listen to me. But yeah.
Hey, it's okay. Well, they're already going. So,
Okay.
the Tuesday night one is, like I said, it's from 7:30 to 9:30. Um,
In Hongdae.
yeah, in Hongdae. So you can message me for the location. Anyone is welcome.
Cool.
Guy, girl, straight, gay,
Mom,
trans.
dad, brother, sister,
Yeah,
brother from another mother, all that.
so, yeah,
Awesome.
it is.
Cool. So everybody come.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly. So it is a Christ-centered organization, but we don't
Yes.
push that. We don't, we
Okay.
just let you know, hey, we believe in God, and that's it. So you
We're
can,
praying for
doesn't
you.
matter,
No matter what.
yeah, it doesn't matter if you believe in God or if you don't. We just want to help.
Cool. Awesome.
There's, yeah.
Okay. And does the cafe changes, the location changes in
Um,
Hongdae?
Currently, yeah, we were at one location, but it was a little too noisy. So,
Okay.
we went to we're at a smaller cafe right now, but as we grow, eventually I would like to have like a space to do it. But right
Right.
now, that costs money to have a space, and it's much
Yes.
easier to just, there's a bajillion and one cafes in Korea, so
Cafes are great. Cafes are great for meetups, language exchanges, like
yeah,
broken heart conversations. Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Okay. So, but if we want, because I've added below like that they are happening next week, but I
Mhm.
haven't added the location. So, and I'm sure people will want to know
Okay,
the
yeah.
location.
Currently we are at the Bridge Cafe. Um,
Okay.
it's I picked this look the one we moved to this one because it's one of those room cafes where you can kind of have like a
I
little
know.
room. So
Cool. Okay.
currently the biggest room they have will hold like 8 or 10 people. So
Cool.
if we're bigger than that, then we'll find a new place.
You can always rent out a club, yo. We could just rent out a club for the night and be like, sorry, it's Hongdae,
Sorry
no club
guys,
now. Yeah.
go
Yeah.
drink somewhere
Okay.
else. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe, yeah, so if you are watching and you are wanting to come on Tuesday night at 7:30, I'm definitely going to be going, so you're welcome to, yeah, contact me or Sarah, and then we can just give you like the actual, okay, I'll try add the actual, maybe you can send me the link, Sarah, and I
Yeah,
can
I'll
actually
send
just
you.
add it in our
I'll send
description.
you a. I'll send you like a. I don't know if they have a face. I'll send you the address. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
an address is good. Just plug it into Neighbor Maps, and yeah, okay. And Sarah, for anybody else, I also hear I forgot to mention this. So you're also a single mom in
yeah.
Korea, and this is another, as people, a lot of my friends know, this is something else that I'm really trying to push at the moment is breaking the stigma towards that in Korea. I'm
Hmm.
not a single mom, but I could have been a single mom, and so honestly, like my heart just goes out to all the expat, especially the expat moms in Korea that are doing it on their own, because it's hard enough being a single mom, but coming to Korea, a country that really doesn't get it and has very little
Yeah,
tolerance for it.
yeah.
Yeah, so how has your experience been? Because I have a lot of friends, expat women friends, and they do find it really hard and really challenging. And there are very few support groups for them. And we have actually just started, if you're watching and you are a single mom, we have just started an expat unwed mothers group. So yeah, let me know if you've got friends as well, Sarah,
Yeah, for
in
sure.
Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what has your experience been though with that?
I've actually been quite fortunate. Like I said, I was connected with a really good, I had a good church support before I officially
Okay.
moved here, and
Yeah.
they've been really, really great. It was hard finding a school for Anne, but you know that was found. That's a whole other interview on that one.
Okay.
But
Next time.
yeah, but you're right. There's not really a I've found like parenting groups and different things like that, but I don't want to sit around and all honestly, I don't like moms because they talk about their home life and their husbands and their kids, and I'm like, that's not my
You just
life.
can't relate, right, at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, I've been lucky that I have such a good church family support group, but
Right.
which anyone is welcome. Anyone is welcome to come. Our church is
Cool.
open doors.
Awesome.
It's the same philosophy as my hope group. You know, come as you are. We're not gonna judge
Everybody
you.
come in.
Or
That's
any
great.
yeah. So actually, I'm
We
wearing
need
their shirt
we
right
need
now, Ocean City.
guys, we need more open-minded Christians in the world. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's what
And
we meant to be, but yeah, we don't actually live up to that name at all. But yeah.
yeah. So that's actually in Hongdae as well. Everything's in Hongdae. But
Great. Very convenient for me. Only 40 minutes on the bus. I love it.
right. So, and I
Yeah.
do want to start, I do want to start, I've been thinking about it for a while, some sort of single parents. Doesn't have to be moms, because there's single dads too. I've met a couple of single dads in Korea as
Yeah.
well. And
Yeah.
just a single parents group, um, just to hang out, like take the kids to the
Yeah.
park or, do like
I'll
even
babysit. I'll babysit for you guys. Pick me.
or even I would love to do just a basic cooking, like because like single moms, I mean, I'm so bad. I'm like, okay, here's some ramen, or here's some
Right.
chicken nuggets, but I know how to cook, but it takes some planning and thinking
Okay.
it through and in Korea there's a lot of ingredients that maybe you're not used to
Oh,
from
yeah, sure.
so
Yeah.
so yeah,
That
I mean
sounds
I'd love
awesome.
yeah, so I'd love
Yeah.
to do something like that. I haven't gone towards that yet, but it's in my mind wanting to do something like that. So,
Well, we can definitely make it happen. I do know that there is an expat single parents group as well. So
oh,
yeah,
okay.
you can reach out to them as well. Yeah. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
awesome to know. So you
Yeah.
you have sounds like you've got just as many plans and visions as me for Korea. Sounds
Yes.
like I think I feel like I've met my soul, literally my SEOUL sister. Um,
Right.
so so
Yeah.
yeah, really, I'm really happy to interview you tonight, and I really hope that people please connect with Sarah or I after this.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
really, I think Sarah and I are very much on the same page, and yeah, I feel like there are a lot of expats that do want to do good things in Korea and really help Korea, you know, to especially with the community kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
I
and
can't help
especially
build the economy. That's
right.
definitely not my strong point. But yeah, people like you know, knowing that there are people like you in Korea as well who do share a vision, I think it is very possible to create all these visions that we have. So yeah,
Yeah, we're not meant to do life alone. Whether you're an introvert
sure.
or an extrovert, you don't have to be extroverted like me where you get along with
Right.
everybody, but
Yeah,
even if you're introverted, you still need those couple people to just
of course.
debrief with and just like, because like I said, we get stuck in our own thinking and
Yeah,
sometimes just spiral when a
yeah,
simple someone coming along saying, hey, it's not as crazy as you think it is.
Kinshanayo.
Like,
Yeah,
take a breath.
right. Just the it's okay or Kinshanayo even in Korean. I
Yeah,
don't know a lot of Korean, but just having a Kinshanayo is
yeah, exactly,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
right. Okay. Well, I think, yeah, for those that have watched tonight, like, thank you so much. And if anybody's watching on, you have any questions, please leave them below. And Sarah, maybe you can get
Hmm.
back to the people later. We've added all the links. Please follow Sarah's amazing Facebook page and her website. I see that you've got a lot of ideas going on there, Sarah. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely check
Anytime.
her website. No, but I can see the vision building. I
Mhm.
see you've got the station thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you're wanting to sign up for this meetup thing and you are in Gangnam or the other areas, yeah, let Sarah know that you'd be interested in hosting like
Yeah.
these 3 seconds of hope meetings.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you so much for yeah, for your time tonight. I really appreciate it, and I have no doubt that your vision is going to fly and that workbook of yours is going to be #1 in Kyobo. It's a matter of time. So
First
yeah,
first
and
it has to be finished, then it can be number one. It has to be finished
right,
first.
it's all gonna happen. It's all about the vision, you know. Um, but yeah, and I really hope that I can help you
Yeah, yeah,
and
for sure.
support you with the future projects. So
Yeah,
so yeah,
yeah.
and yeah, for anybody that is coming to Korea, yeah, like contact Sarah or I. We both have a lot of knowledge about Korea. We've been through it all. So yeah, feel like a bit of a Google here in Korea. So yeah, so reach
Yes.
out to us. And yeah, is there anything else you'd like to just close off with? You know, like, you know, somebody might be watching this right now that is going through hell and considering, you know, yeah, maybe this video could be their 3 seconds of hope. What would you want to say to them?
Well, I'm getting all choked up about it. Um, there, don't make a permanent decision for a temporary emotion. Um,
Yeah,
I am here. I don't care if where you live. Message me. I don't care if you know me or you don't know me. I am seriously one of those people that call me at 3 in the morning and I will help you. I will talk you through it. And
well,
so just
expect my phone call.
of course, of course. So, reach out. Just reach out. Even if you're in that space right now and you're in your home and things just seem hopeless right now, as
Yeah,
soon as this live finishes, go outside and say hi to the first person you see. Just interact with someone, and
yeah,
um, it'll help. It'll help. So I've
yeah.
done that many times when I've been bummed out. I'm like, okay, I'm going to the convenience store, and it's
Gotta go
like
make friends.
just
Yeah,
yeah, just go out, and there's so many things. Don't give up. It will
yeah,
get better. Maybe it won't get better tomorrow. Maybe it'll take us some time, but the one certain thing in life is that nothing is certain. So your bad mood right
amen.
now is going to change. You're not going to be stuck there forever.
Thank God. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So that's don't give up. Or one phrase that got me through a really hard time was that kept me pushing through was don't give up before your miracle happens.
that's beautiful. Now
So
I'm choking up too,
right,
because
it's like come on,
I
Shay,
have been on the verge of giving up lately. I won't lie, like at
don't give up.
times with everything. So yeah,
Yeah, so I
okay,
leave with that. Leave with that. Don't
yeah,
give up before your miracle happens, because it will. It will.
awesome. Thank you, Angel Sarah. You've been amazing. And yeah, I really hope that this just is just like the start of a lot of great things for you in
Yeah,
Korea.
yeah.
And thank you for everyone watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you know somebody that is going through a hard time, like tonight, right now, like, yeah, please share this. Share Sarah's wisdom with them, and who knows, it might actually be able to change somebody's life tonight. So
Yeah.
thank you, Sarah. You're
Thank you
amazing.
so
And
much.
I will see you next week. I will
Yes,
be
I look
there
forward to it. I look
at
forward to it.
7:30 with a long list of things I want to talk about. But yeah,
Hey, bring it.
awesome. Okay, thanks
Okay.
everybody.
Have a good
Okay,
night.
and yeah, see you soon. Bye.